Yes, that puppy's calling your name, Jean. Great ball from Thorne down the left-hand side, trying to come back into the grid. Oh, and another great shot from Jean. And another great green ball from Thorne down the left-hand side. Boys are on form, yeah. No, it's in. Orange ball going down the left-hand side. Green ball down the middle to the right. Green ball going down the left-hand side. Right, gentlemen, we are live on Facebook. Give our viewers something to watch. And a great green ball down the left-hand side of the grid, flying high. Orange ball going down the right-hand side of the grid. Great round there, gentlemen. Let's get those distances in.
That's, you know, we hit our first team, we hit yours, they saw it, so they saw yours bounce, then mine bounces right, and they're like, oh, sick, it's fucking wild, whatever. Yeah, what a fucking sick.
Du was hoop, ou?
Right, Niku on green and Vainant on orange. Niku on green, Vainant on orange. Then to follow Marco on green and Andrew on orange. Right, gentlemen, some great distances there, both 400 over 400. Right, Sean on orange hit a 417.6 and Thorn on green hitting a 418.2. Very close to match up there. Great hitting, gentlemen. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We are waiting for Wynand Roos. Wynand, please make your way to the tee box. The orange tee for Wynand Roos. Right, Andrew is going to go up on orange. Niku and Andrew. Right, gentlemen, our grid masters are ready for you. The grid is all yours. Take it away. After this, we will have Marco and Lance. Marco and Lance, please stand by. Both balls going OB, one left and one right.
Welcome to Good Pro Live here at the Grasslands driving range. It's a beautiful day here in the fair east, not the far east. Beautiful conditions here, a bit of a tailwind blowing for the big hitters. Thorn van Zyl just putting a 418.2 in. Excellent shot there with his fellow competitor Jean Nel. But now we're on to the new boys on the grid. But before we get to them, let's speak to the man who makes this all very possible, Stephen van Zyl. Steve, congratulations on Good Pro and what you are doing with this phenomenal sport. Why don't you just tell us how Good Pro came about?
Yeah, thanks, Ian. Nice to have you back on our shores, and I believe we're going to have a lucky relationship from now. Yeah, Good Pro started from the likes of iGames and Quantum Drive with Gerard Kutsia, and Gerard gave us the opportunity to pull in and do something different, a little bit louder, a little bit longer. You know, Gerard's been doing it for 10 years, so yeah, we took a break and we took over, and yeah, we've been going. So yeah, Good Pro's in our third year, and as you guys can see, there is fantastic distances at the moment.
Orange ball going
Steve,
OB
the one
left.
thing as a complete club golfer, amateur golfer, I think I can hit a big ball. I suppose your average club golfer is hitting what, 240, between 260, 240, 260 meters on a good day. I like to have a puff chest when I walk off the first tee box and think I've banged one down the middle. But in fairness, these boys are just hitting it just that much further. We look at Thorn already at 418 meters.
And
That's
a
just
great
ridiculous.
orange ball down the right-hand side of the grid.
It's not just the boys that are making it happen, it's also the club and the
Green ball
technology
on the
behind
side
it.
of the grid.
Walk us through
On the grid.
the Crank Golf Club and what that does.
Save it for the last shot.
Yeah,
then,
thanks,
Nico.
Ian. Yeah, look, I
let's
think
get those
clubs have
distances
come a
in.
long way, and you know, the market leader at the moment, I think, in the world, and I definitely know. We've seen it in the past week with our new fittings with normal golfers. You know, Crank guarantees you 30 yards. We've seen 50 meters this week, and it's just phenomenal. You know, the technology and the quick snap in and quick snap out. Yeah, most of my guys here, I'd say 98% of the guys here are hitting cranks. The new F11 is phenomenal, and yeah, it's something special. And yeah, if you guys want to come through to our center here in Benoni, You're welcome to trade any of your clubs in and bring you one of those Crank SA golf clubs.
All right, so if you'd like to find out how to get one of those Crank golf clubs in your bag, stay tuned to the end of the stream. There'll be all the details popped up on how to get hold of Steve, and he will walk you through all the processes to get you fitted for the correct club. Steve, also looking at the golf ball that you are preferred for the long drivers, the Top Flight Bomb. Walk us through this ball. This is quite a beautiful looking ball.
Yeah, you know, we've been with Volvic for 3 years and they've been fantastic to us, and yeah, it's just the economy and stuff like that that lets us down. But yeah, we've been introduced to the Top Flight Bomb thanks to Jeff Gilder, the guys in the States from ALD and ULD. Yeah, so we're going to try them out in the finals today and see how they go. Yeah, a costly ball, but definitely worth the while. Yeah, so we do think it's longer than the Volvic, but yeah, it's time will tell today.
Now, Steve, for those people who are clicking into the stream for the first time, getting witness to long drive and what long drive is all about, won't you look to the untrained eye? It's just a bunch of blokes standing on a grid and smashing as hard as they can. But of course, there's a lot of rules and techniques that are required to make this a success from a personal perspective for the golfer. Steve, why don't you just walk us through the rules here and how it all goes down?
Yeah, so as it goes, the guys all get 4 sets, 2.5 minutes, 6 balls. The idea is to hit it in a 50-meter wide grid, and our grid's set up for 450 meters today. So yeah, they hit against each other, 4 different sets. The guys who come out in the top 8 then go into a double elimination where you have a winner-losers pool. If you lose once, you drop into the losers pool. You've got to fight your way back. But if you win and keep on winning, you go through to the final, yeah, and you become one of South Africa's longest drivers. And on the mark now, we have our number 2 in South Africa, Marco Desneves. Great hitter, very consistent. A teacher from Wiggies, and yeah, he's one of our favorites. And on the other tee box, a brand new student to long drive.
Take it away, gentlemen.
His first event, yeah, and he's smashing it.
Let's just take a look at these young men lined up here. What I really enjoy about this, Steve, is that impact sound of the ball is so crisp, so sweet. It's a sound I can only dream of when I'm playing golf. Mine sounds more of a top and a hard shank. Steve, flexibility and quick hands is key for these guys.
Yeah, definitely. You know, look at Marco and Sean and John and Jason Cook and Jason Vickers, all the top boys. It's all about hand speed, and we got some of the fastest guys in the world, not even in the country over here. Marco's got a speed of about 135, but being a fantastic golfer, his ball striking is phenomenal. And the youngster on the right there in the red shirt, yeah, he's hitting the ball well. For a youngster that's just come on, 17 years old, going up against one of the top pros in the country, yeah, it's all about speed, hand coordination, launch angle. Yeah, and club head speed brings ball speed, and that gives us distance.
Orange ball down
now,
the
just looking at
right-hand side of the grid.
the club
Green
itself,
ball
I'm
following
running
suit
at
down
around
the
about
right-hand
a
side. Both balls
9
touch and
degree
go with the right side
club
of the
head
grid.
angle on my drive. That's as again I say, just an amateur golfer playing club stuff. The
orange
face
ball going
degree on the
left.
club here with these guys, it's about 1 degree almost.
Yeah, some of the clubs like the top guys, Thorne and Jason, all those between 1 and 4 degrees. Beta face titanium
Green
crank.
ball down the middle
Yeah,
of
some
the
of them have
left-hand
got
side of the
LD30
grid.
shafts, 1X, 2X, 3X, 4X, 5X. And it's all about hand speed coordination and
That
yeah,
was a big bounce.
a little bit of skill I
Orange
say,
ball
but
down the left-hand
yeah,
side
there's
of
a
the
lot of
grid.
skill involved here. If you want to
All
center
hands on
it,
the bounce right
you just
now.
got to hit it as hard as you can.
So 1 degree, that's basically me hitting a putter. Okay, so it's actually me shanking a putter. Excellent.
Great green ball. Also
All right,
down
joining me in the
left-hand
commentary
side
box
of
on the
grid.
commentary
Touch and go.
table,
Thank you, gentlemen.
a man
One
from
ball left for Marco.
man
Last
from
ball,
Crank
long
himself,
ball, boy.
Dion Fourie, in the sunshine here in Benoni. Dion, welcome.
Right, let's
Dion,
get those
tell us a little bit
businesses
about
in.
Crank's association with long drive.
So obviously they're taken by the bull by the horns, and with the new
Right,
beta face,
Damien
and it's a
on
forged
green,
face
Alan on
with
orange,
a thinner
Damien on green,
cup
Alan on
design,
orange,
which is
and then
handmade.
Vanna
Each and every head is
and
handmade.
Delaray to
The
follow.
ball speeds are astronomical. You know, everything in the shops can't really compete with the product because of the way the head is designed. And over and above that, the aerodynamics of the head is really good. If you look at the little fins on top, it's very much like a fish through water, so it goes quicker through the air. And yes, you know, it stands for itself and it says it on its own that it is the world's longest driver throughout all the divisions.
It really is a beautiful looking club, and in particular I'm loving the new white head of the club head. It's a really beautiful looking thing, and in the hands of these professionals here, it really is wonderful to watch. So Dion, we look at the club. The club is quite a piece of work, but again, the club without a shaft is kind of pointless. How important is the right shaft to these big hitters?
Very, very, very important. Our aim is to get this club into the average Joe out there on the golf course that's sort of lost a bit of distance, and they want to turn the clock back a little bit so we can put lighter shafts in, get the swing speed up, and then have obviously the more movement in the face, so the non-conforming faces in the X and the double X. So the guy's ball speed goes up astronomical and he feels like he's getting younger. And that's what we want to do. Besides the pro side of it, you know, these guys swing it very, very fast. But so they're looking at 75 and triple X shafts, grams wise, 75 grams that is. And then obviously they're longer. So the overall weight of the club is also very high, which means you need a lot of power. But this is what we're getting to the point now, saying we need every guy out on the golf course to use a crank. Just crank it up. We want to make the game fun. Get the older people hitting it longer again. You know, you couldn't get to a par 4, now you can.
Well, that's the thing. So I mean, my swing speed is roughly 100 miles per hour, 105 miles per hour, and that's me putting my back into it, and a good chance of me popping something. I'm running a stiff shaft, 60 degree. So it just gives you into perspective what these drivers are. I mean, these are like iron rods. And the players here are very strong in what they need to do.
Yes, I'm sure you can see a lot of them spend a lot of time in gym. You know, me being the older generation, I mean, my swing speed's not very different to yours. But that said, I can still get out of the 328. So I can't do that with a normal driver because I can't compress the head enough. So the X gives me that 30 yards extra, 30 meters in my case, and makes me feel like I'm hitting it longer than when I was at my best.
Right, both balls going high.
And that's what we're trying to get through to the public.
Now you mentioned the boys are spending a little bit of time in the gym here to help them with the strength. A man who spent a lot of his time in the gym is a South African champion hammer thrower, Chris Harmse. Now Chris was here on the amateur side. Chris has done 3 events and he has taken 3 victories, proving that golf can be quite easy. Beyond from your side, having an athlete like Chris around and being competitive with these youngsters, what does that do for long drive as a sport?
That's very interesting. I mean, it's his second go at this, and he's hitting it miles. You know, he's big, he's strong, he's coming from an athletic background, so the eye-ball coordination is there. It's just now, you know, the brute force that's getting the ball to go, and then obviously the help from the crank and the good shafts.
Excellent. Bjorn, thanks very much, man. Enjoy your day, and we'll see how it pans out.
I'm sure we will. Thank you very much.
And of course, we'll see you next time here, which will be posted on Facebook and social media soon.
Great orange ball down the right-hand side. All depends on the bounce, if it stays in or not. Good hit just off to the right. Green ball going OB right. Okay, gentlemen, let's get those distances in.
Alright, so coming to the commentary table, because I don't have a commentary box, because we're out here just in the middle of a very flat piece of land here in Benoni. Joining me now is Thorn van Zyl. Thorn, run us through your accolades currently with long drive.
Since Ian Winner was at Sun City, how long was it? 4 years ago? 3? Yeah. Since then, my journey has started, and as anyone else has seen those interviews before, I said I'd be number 1, and I haven't left that spot for a very long time. It's been difficult lately with COVID, but we get through it. We come and compete, you know. because we love our sports and we love what we do. But yeah, it's been crazy this year. 4 finals and placing second in most of them and winning one event only this year. So it's been hard just placing podiums at the #1 victory. So yeah.
Now you mentioned Sun City. That was a wonderful event a few years back, hosted by Sun City. I'm going to tell a little story about that Sun City trip, which was, I still talk on the first tee box regularly. We go play with Thorn and a couple of other big hitters in a pro-am day, and scramble drive, thinking I'm quite a big hitter, 260, 270. I have a vague idea what Thorn can do, but little did I know that I'd hardly be hitting my driver, and the club I'd pull out of the bag up front would either be the putter or the lob wedge for a little flick from the fringe of the green. Thorn, I remember at 18, the old 18 at Sun City, you drove from the club tees just right on that sort of garden, grass, lawn area at Sun City. I mean, that was a massive drive. I mean, I still look back at that and I think, wow. Was I hungover or not? I probably was, but that was a sensational shot. Thorn, you've been doing this for a while. You've also had the experience of being with Joe Miller, who at the time when you and I met, Joe was the world long drive champion. What's it like for you to spend that time with Joe Miller, helping you, because you were a youngster back in those days?
I still remember in Sun City meeting Joe Miller and seeing him as one of my idols, and just thinking, okay, one day I'll get to that club head speed and one day I'll eventually be as good as him. And then I found myself in Spain in 2019 trying to apply for my world ticket, and yet got that and went into the Euro Championships the next day and had the opportunity to verse Joe Miller in the quarterfinals. And Joe's a very big hitter. I mean, he's a monster, but I think I was just very lucky that day because when you verse Goliath, it's not the easiest of battles, but keeping the head forward. I just think that we have such good talent here, and we could be in the next Joe Miller or Justin James.
And of course, don't forget Kyle Berkshire, who is currently the longest driver. Long hair like Samson, so hopefully he doesn't cut that anytime soon. Thorn, your crank driver. I spoke earlier about my driver I use for perspective. I think I'm at around about 8 degrees currently, stiff shaft, it's a Callaway XR16. Walk us through your setup.
So back when I was in America at Worlds, I met Lance and he said he wants me on board on crank. And from that day, what a solid head. You could really feel the compression on the ball, that sort of spring off the face. So my setups are pretty standard in a way. All my driver heads are 3 degrees, and most of my shafts are Patterson plus 30s, which is kind of like a senior flex long drive shaft. So it's a bit more forgiving, a bit easier to swing, but also timing really does matter. I've had lots of guys see my drivers and they just think that the driver gives me the distance, but obviously it's the swing behind it. So yeah.
The swing. Now I've seen you snap a few shafts in your time. Is that a bit of a shock when a shaft goes snap over your shoulder?
Not really. If you see most long drivers, when they finish, their finish is pretty strong. Where I finish, my shaft basically wraps around my shoulder towards my neck. So that force, obviously with the club head speed I generate, the tension it builds when it's bending, obviously pulling it back, it just snaps straight in half. So I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen today, because it's happened a few times this month. But we just got to hope for the best, and I'm going to just stop wrapping around my back.
Excellent. It's those long arms of yours. Now those arms, flexibility is key. There are a couple guys here who have some very big shoulders, big arms. But you more sort of hand speed and arm speed, aren't you, as opposed to brutal strength?
Yes, yeah. That's some guys obviously have the weight advantage towards me, so they can obviously transfer their weight, and that equals a lot more power and vertical force off the ground. For me, I just think that I've just constructed my swing in a way where I just was very flexible from the start when I started long drive, and now the speed could get much faster, obviously, if weight was picked up. But I'm so comfortable with my swing and how fast and how consistent I am on the box and on the grid. So yeah, flexibility and timing. Timing means a lot in long drive.
the right-hand side, just got to stay in.
Drive for show, putt
Right,
for
let's get those
dough.
distances
Before I
in.
let you go, Thorn, because you're going to be up on the grid shortly. What's your putting like?
I haven't played golf since Sun City, I think, so I think probably quite horrible.
All right, Thorn, thanks very much, man. Take it easy and best of luck.
Cool, thanks, Ian.
Okay, Thorn is gone. He's gone back to the practice area to warm up. Joining me now is the big arms himself, Jean. Welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be back and eating it well.
Now, Jean, I've seen you for the last couple of years here. You've always been a consistent front runner here with the long drive. Take us back to your little golf journey from obviously playing golf to focusing on long drive.
Yeah, so 2012 I was in a big bike accident actually, shattered my left wrist, and then I had to give up golf and take something else on. And I've always been a long hitter in school. So then I started with long drive. Wrist can't work anymore, so I'm using the body to hit.
Vanna on green hit a 317.6.
Short and
Very
sweet
nice
and
hitting
to the
there,
point,
gentlemen.
much like you're driving.
Our top four amateurs, please get ready
Talk us
for your
through sort of the
semi-finals.
process of what you've got to do
Damien
here on the
versus
grid.
Delaray,
How many
Andrew
balls
versus
you've got to
Allen,
hit,
Damien and
your
Delaray,
time
please
limit,
get ready.
and basically the
Make your
pressure that
way
you
to
face.
T-box, Damien on
Because
orange,
you need a
Delaray
ball
on
on the grid
green.
in order to count. No grid, no points. So what about the pressure, especially when your opponent has a distance?
So you get 6 balls, 2.5 minutes to hit at least one big ball in. Adrenaline pumping, music pumping, people watching you. Yeah, it's scary up there, and the pressure is pretty rough. But as soon as that adrenaline goes and you can just release your hands and swing it fast, and once you hit a ball in, take it from there.
Well, that's it. I mean, the strategy you'd almost feel is get a ball on the grid, get a distance. Once that's penned down, really throw everything at it.
Yeah, so I'd always just try getting at least one in. OB sets are terrible. You don't get points overseas if you hit OB sets. Strategy, do a fairway finder. If it's in, open up, go for
Right,
it.
gentlemen, the grid is all
110% every
yours.
swing.
You have 6 balls, 2.5 minutes. Your
Now,
time
I mentioned
starts
earlier
now.
that you've been doing this for some time, but I'm sitting here with you now, COVID times, less spectators obviously and less participants, but what's really nice to see is the youngsters coming through, and there have been quite a few of them coming through that are really performing quite nicely. Is that putting the squeeze on you a little bit more to perform every time?
That definitely motivates me to work harder, get to the range more, work with my coaches more, speed training, gym training, everything. These young boys are very long, very quick, but they still need to catch me and Thorn.
Great
So
green
we'll
ball
see how
down
it
the
goes
left-hand side.
on the next few events with them. But they do have talent, and it's so nice seeing them picking up. Because 4 years ago, when Thorn and I started this sport, everybody started going out, and we basically had to take over, and we had big shoes to fill. So hopefully these guys can also do it here in South Africa for us.
All right, Jean, before you go, one word to describe long drive for you.
Coming back to the middle.
Awesome.
Excellent. And on that awesome note, Jean, good luck and best of luck, and we'll see you on the grid just now.
Orange flag is up. Green ball down the.
Sometimes you'll be thinking about what I'm thinking about, and it's real life. Singing emotions, now we're satisfied. Now it's a real life. Then I realized sometimes you'll be thinking.
Orange ball down the right-hand side. Green down the right-hand side as well. All depends on the bounce, gentlemen. The green flag is up.
I wanna love you. I wanna love you, but I wish that I told you.
Great green ball down the left-hand side.
And I swear that you hurt me.
Orange ball down the left-hand side. Left to right shape to the center of the right side. Right, gentlemen, let's get those distances in.
But I never thought we'd be done like that. 'Cause we were going all night. Sunrise, taking us up, to fight. Then I realized only sometimes you'll be thinking about what I'm thinking about.
Okay, so out with the old man Jean now. I say old man, but the experienced one, and in with the new man Marco. Welcome,
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Marco. Tell us, we got Jean's little journey into long drive. What's yours? What's your version? What's your story of long drive? How did you get involved?
I grew up playing golf, so I've always been in the golfing fields. Both my parents have played since I was little. They've got a video of me, 18 months old, hitting a golf club. I played good amateur golf. I've represented my country and my province, and it starts getting difficult, amateur golf. As you get older, you need to start working for your bread and butter, and so there wasn't enough time to focus just on professional golf. And this is something that I've always been able to do. I've always been able to hit the ball very far, and ever since Grid Pro started, I mean, it's taken off. We used to have smaller events that we were able to do long drive, but nothing really rewarding until Grid Pro started. I've always been one that's borderline of success. I'm always just not long enough, but recently I've been starting to compete.
That's excellent. And Grid Pro, obviously, big thanks to Stephen Funzel for his consistent dedication to the sport here. And obviously Crank SA and Grid Pro South Africa. Marco, tell us a story about how your four-ball react when you step on that first tee box and just bob one down the middle. And I'm saying down the middle with a bit of faith here. You know, you're not going left or right, so are you going down the middle?
No, I pride myself on being quite straight off the tee. I grew up in a small club, so everyone there is pretty used to it already. It's nothing new to them, but when I go around to different places, then I get a reaction.
No, I don't know where I'm going, left or right. I've got no idea. Generally, my second
Right,
shot
great
is a low
distances,
3-iron
Damien
punch out
hitting
the
a
trees.
342.8,
Little rattler
and
through the
Hillary
leaves there.
taking that one with a
Marco, what club was that? Where did you grow up? Where did you learn your
418.8.
trade of golf?
Fantastic, Hillary, fantastic.
Born and
hitting,
raised in
moving on
Kriel
to the
since I was born.
finals.
I grew up in the same
Right,
house. I'm
Alan,
still
we
there.
are waiting for you on the
I've
green
been a member of the
box.
club
Alan, we are
since
waiting
I've
for you on the
been
green
8
box.
years old, so close to 20 years I've been a member at Kriel Golf Club. And we've really got a nice community there. It's a beautiful club. It's a small 9-hole course. In the winter, obviously, it dies a bit, but our greens stay beautiful right through. We've got nice zebras and buck around the course, so it's a nice course.
Excellent. So you're a man of consistency. And let's see how this consistency
Six
goes
more,
today.
gentlemen.
How are you thinking you are today in terms of Thorn's 418 meters? I mean, that's a hell of a distance. I don't go that far on holiday.
Yeah, we up there. I'm just behind him. I'm on 413 at the moment. I've got 413 at the moment, so I'm only 5 meters behind, but it's more important in the knockouts to do well. So this is basically just a warm-up until we have to knock each other out later on.
Well, that's 100%. You know, you can get those numbers in the early days, but when it comes to knockout, that's when it all matters, doesn't it? In the knockouts, 250 might be the winner.
That's it. You just have to hit it straight, and that's what I pride myself on, and that's why I've been doing well this year.
Okay, so hit the ball straight, consistent. You and I are having a golf lesson after this. All right, you got to get me through my straightness again, and that's golfness. All right, Marco, best of luck. We'll see you soon.
Thank you very much. Enjoy it.
I wish I could see underneath your lock and key. You wish you could be under me every week.
night. Out with the boys, in with the ladies. Welcome, the voice of Long Drive. Ivana, a bit of a tongue twister for me, I think, Benoni. Ivana, welcome. And first and foremost, you're doing a superb effort here today.
Our current
Thank you so
SA
much. Yeah, it's a
amateur
little bit
champion
nerve-wracking
against our
when
current
you
leader of
make
the amateur
mistakes and everybody
division.
laughs at you. But you know that's
Great
the fun
clean
about
ball,
it.
but it's gonna go
We have a
every
great
right.
crowd here, so I mean we're all friends here, and it's just
Orange
fun to
ball
be
in the
here.
middle there.
Now, you've been here all morning. You've been giving the boys some stick. You've been revving them up a little bit with trying to pump them up for those big distances. Who has caught your eye so far today from a golf perspective?
Let me just say, from a golf perspective, otherwise my boyfriend's gonna shout at me.
But the good thing is your boyfriend is 420 meters down the grid. Let's just put that camera on. He is way, way, way at the back end there with his walkie-talkie.
Definitely, yeah, they're doing a great job out there. You know, I'm a fan favorite of Thorn, very, very good friend of mine. So, but I mean, there's some great players here. Jean is an awesome player. Marco's Mr. Consistency. He hits about five to six balls down the grid, all over 400. So, I mean, he's doing great. But you know, backing my friend Thorn.
Now, you're obviously the bearer of bad news for these boys when the distances come in. You know, they crank a big one and they think they're in there with a big distance, and then you come up and give them the old smile wiper. It's a big responsibility to get those numbers right.
Right.
I suppose I'm just the messenger.
Unfortunately,
I just
set
give
there
the
for green on
distances from our
Andrew
grid
getting a
masters out there.
351.8.
And yeah, I'm just the messenger, so
final
please don't shoot the messenger.
will be Delaray up against
We'll make
Andrew.
sure we don't do that, because the last thing we want is Steve Funzel back in there. You're doing a wonderful job, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you so much, and you're doing an amazing
Andrew,
job. Yeah,
welcome
thank you
to
so much for
your
being out here and
third final
just
this year.
giving us all the exposure as possible, especially
maybe
for
can we get
these
a
young
photo
men
and
out
picture
here,
of the
and also our seniors doing an amazing job. So thank you very much.
Well, in fact, before you go, you actually just reminded me about something. You know,
Right, the
what
winner
is
of
really
this will
nice
go into
about
the
this
top
event
eight
is we had the
automatically.
amateurs, we had the
The
professionals.
other three losers then
But
have
basically,
to
anyone who can swim
buy
a golf
back
club
in.
can come in and enter and be part of it, eh?
That's our
That's the
rules.
great thing about this. You mean
Right,
it's not
Andrew on
you only have to hit
orange
one
and
ball
Delaray
down
on
the
green.
grid, and it's your longest ball. That's all we measure. We only measure your longest ball, so that's all that matters. And it's nice to have everybody here. We have a ladies event once a year as well. We try
Right,
to
8
bring the
balls,
ladies
gentlemen.
in as well. But it's all about having fun here. And Steve's just trying to grow the game. And just big applause to him for doing such an amazing job. Without him, we wouldn't have a sport like this.
Sorry guys, can I change it around?
This is true. It's a
You
big
guys
thanks
have to change
to
over.
Steve. I would cue
Sorry,
the applause, but I'm
gentlemen.
not set up for applause. So here we go. That's for Steve. Well done, Steve. Ivana, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and have a good day, everybody.
At your back. Right, there's our final.
Right, everybody around, make sure you wear your masks to watch our Grid Pro number 7 amateur final. Gather around, make sure we social distance just to watch our young boys. We have an old boy and we have a new boy. Let's see how it goes, gentlemen. 8 balls, 3 minutes, the grid is yours. Green ball going down the right-hand side. Orange ball going OB left. Off we go.
All right. It is a truly wonderful
Orange
to
ball
make
going
this
down
a
the right-hand
family
side.
event. We had Jean Nal earlier in the commentary table. I call it the commentary table because it's not really a box, is it? Jean's been doing wonderful things on the
And a
grid
great
today and also in the last
straight
couple of
down
years.
the middle.
But joining me is his dad.
And Delaray
Welcome.
replies with a
Thanks a lot.
orange ball going down the right-hand side.
Now you can
We
hit a
have a
golf ball
green
too,
flag
not just your
up.
son. So,
No way
how much,
they were
how much
missing
fun are
that
you
one.
having on the
That
grid?
one centered to
Oh,
the
I
grid.
had fun today. I didn't have the best of days, but the with number 6 I won.
Green ball going
but
over
today,
right.
unfortunately, wasn't my
Orange
day.
ball straight
But
down
yes,
the middle.
just having fun,
That's
enjoying
it.
it every
We
moment
have
of it.
one ball
Well, that's the
each
thing.
on
You
the
can't
grid.
win them all,
Gentlemen,
can you?
open up.
But you can certainly try your best to get there. Today you got pipped by
Hold nothing back. This is
Nico,
it.
that's right.
Grid pro
But
number
you've been
7.
here for a while. I mean, I
Amateur
met you 4 years
finals.
ago when
Come
I
on,
first started
gentlemen.
dealing with Steve, and it's great to see you still out here swinging the clubs, not just with the
And
old boys,
another
but with the
one
youngsters too.
From the orange,
Yes, that's
De La
true.
Rey, straight down the
When
middle.
we started our journey with John on the long drive, it was just awesome. And it wasn't for Steve, and we started our group for the seniors, and that was actually a wonderful idea to be part of this whole setup, and it's just awesome to eat with these youngsters today.
Isn't that the great thing? You know, you can play with the youngsters, you can play with the seniors. It's
Definitely
really
in
all
sync
in.
there, boys.
I spoke earlier with the about the ladies event.
Take
But
your
what's
time,
nice
gentlemen.
is
You have all the time.
John tells the story as to
You
how he got
need-
into long drive with his accident and how he was able to do a sport, you know, along with his gym. It's just wonderful that you can come out here, hit a few cracking golf
One
balls
ball
and
going
just
left
enjoy
and
time
one
with
ball going
friends and
right.
family.
Yeah, that's true. It's so awesome to be part of this whole long drive thing. It's just I wouldn't want to do anything else. Being in the fitness industry, getting away from the weights and the stuff, and being part of this is just it's awesome.
Orange
Especially
ball going over
having
the
your
right.
son being up there and trying to follow his lead now for a change, but not going to happen.
The
Green ball
student
going
has
over
become the
right.
master
Okay, let's
lesson.
get those distances
That's
in, gentlemen. Great hitting there. Well done,
there's
gentlemen.
nothing sweeter than a sweetly hit drive. What was your performance like today? And how do you feel swinging that club today? Do you feel alright, or are you a bit tight?
No, today I was completely tight. Nothing worked for me today. I just had a bad day, but still enjoying it. Go away from
Right,
here and
we
we're
have
just going to
3
train a bit
spots
again.
for the
And
buy-in.
it
3
was just
spots
awesome.
for the
Not a
buy-in,
great day
okay, gentlemen?
at all, but
Please
very
come
stiff
and give your
today,
money
but
to
still
Auntie
enjoyed it.
Kathy.
And that's the key. Anton, thank you so much, and enjoy. And we'll be
The
cheering
amateurs can buy in.
Jean on into the finals. I must be careful what I say with Thorn, but go Jean.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Go, John. Yeah, we love these boys. Always John and Thorn. Nice to see them. Hope to see them up there.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, John, Thorn, these guys are great mates as well. So it's not just hanging out the driving range, but great mates at home and around the bike.
That's true. Thank you.
Cheers now.
Right, we have 3 spots to buy in. Alan has bought in for 250 Rand, gentlemen, to buy in. All pros are in. So we have 3 spots available. Our winning amateur goes straight in, does not need to buy in. So we have 3 spots available for our buy-in, gentlemen. 250 Rand. All you need is 1 ball. Right, guys, both scores are over 400 for our final. Both scores are over 400. Right, we have 1 score with 409.1 and another score with 415.5. And our winner of our amateur grid pro number 7 is De La Rey. Please give him a huge round of applause. So well done to Andrew for that great hitting, 409. Awesome hitting, gentlemen. Great final. Thank you so much. Right, our buy-in, gentlemen. Andrew has bought in. Definitely got a buy-in if you're hitting at 409. 2 scores over 400 today.
While we wait for the next guys to arrive on the grid, I am joined by Chris Harmser. A man who's not scared of a bit of pressure, but scared a little bit of golf. Only your 3rd time out.
Yeah, I'm afraid of golf. I don't have a good handicap. I think I'm one of those guys where golf is my handicap. But long drive, I like it. It's close to hammer throw. For years, I was a professional hammer thrower. So when I stopped with the athletics, this was the ideal thing to get into and enjoy. A lot of the skills I developed with the hammer throw, I can use here. So it's very nice. It's exciting. It's something nice. I hope it will grow to something big, and I enjoy it. Stephen is doing a great job getting it, keeping it on track, and I'm very thankful to him.
For those of you who don't know, Chris can throw a hammer further than I can hit a 7-iron. Chris, you've obviously been competitive as an athlete for many years, well, most of your life actually. You've traveled the world, you've experienced the highs and the lows, but coming here and being part of Grid Pro, doing something out of the ordinary for you, but keeping that competitive spirit alive, I mean, that must be quite a cool thing.
I think you can never take it out of you. If you for 20 years fight every day, because people don't understand, if you're a professional athlete, every day is a fight. You have a challenge the next day and you fight, and one day when you stop, you just can't switch it off. You need something else to pour it into, and this is a great thing to do. I just wish I can train it a little bit more. I'm very busy with the work and the businesses that I run, so I would really like to spend more time on the grid, hitting balls. I enjoy it a lot, and it also stress relief. Really, if I really feel bad today and people make me angry at work, I go to the driving range and I hit the balls and I hit all my frustration out there. So it's an amazing thing. I would really like to hit the ball far, and I would like to do some training. Luckily for me, for years I know how to do that, because conditioning my body was a big part of my life, and I know what you need to do to hit the ball here far. I had 2 knee operations after I finished. Actually, my last competition, I ripped my quad muscle off, and a week later I stepped on a hole and I ripped my left patella tendon off. So I was in bed for 16 months. And in the beginning of the year when I started, I ripped off my bicep when I was pulling out a concrete slab, and I had to operation and I had to fix it again. But I came back again, and today to hit that distance for me was a nice motivator to see if I can get to 400 meters maybe one day. And I just have to get into the gym. I need to condition, and like I said, if it really gets competitive, you get that feeling when you were competing as an athlete, a professional athlete. And I think if you push this very far, you'll get that same environment as you get at the Olympics or the Commonwealth Games or wherever you compete. And I have respect for Vaughan and all these guys that hit the ball this distance. I think it's a big art, and I think people must respect it, and the sport needs the respect. And I think more people must come here, because it's funny when you get to a golf course, people telling you how far they drive, and then I tell them, come here. It's easy to say how far you drove at a golf course, but come here. And when they come here, they really see the true distance. So come here and test yourself. Come and build the sport. It's an amazing sport.
I mean, you are 3 grid events, 3 wins, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think they overdrove. I think it's one more than it really is. But I won one and I came second with the other one. But I learned something in that as well. It's about consistency. I did some changes. I'm choking my shaft a little bit shorter. I hit 2 inches shorter, gain more control, and I even gain more distance. So it's nice hitting far, but you have to get it into the grid with the 6 balls if you want to progress in this thing. So there's a lot of skills, and I think there's a lot of things I still have to learn when it comes to shafts, what type of shaft to use. It's an art on its own, and the longer you compete, the more you learn the skills. And I really think South Africans can do well in the World Championships. I think we're physically very athletic. We have the elements you need to be a long driver. He's even one guy here that used to be a javelin thrower, and we as field athletes, as hammer throwers, use your core a lot. That's why Alan, with his first competition, is the third time he picked up a driving club, and he hit a 374. It's amazing, but it's all because of the conditioning he get out of his athletics. And I think if he fine-tunes the technique, he will be a great long driver.
I think you've missed your calling. I think you should have been a golf pro many years ago. You should have given up the hammer.
I think, my personal opinion, if I had to choose a sport, I would have been a baseball player, because I'm very impatient, and if you need to be a golfer, you need to be patient, and you have suppressed a lot of feelings. So I can build up a lot of energy and release it in a split second. The golf, you have to be consistent for 4 days, and I don't have that patience. I sometimes train and I hit a few nice balls, but I'm not patient enough, and I can nail down the technique and all of those things, but you need a certain. I'm more an impact guy. I'm a guy that likes to do high impact sports, and you get into the circle in a split second, you're finished, and you see this hammer flying over 80 meters. That's an amazing feeling. I don't like to drag on 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. I think it doesn't fit my personality. I think I've got the capability physically, but you need that mental patience and strictness that I don't say. I'm not willing to get it, because I think it can be boring, but I've got great respect for golfers. I think they're amazing sport person. I think actually that in South African sports, our golfers are the best are the best sportsmen ever. Gary Player, that's my top sportman. If you ask me who's the one I got most respect for, I'll tell you Gary Player. And I like Ernie Els, I like the Tifus and all those guys. This is the best sportsman South Africa ever had. Not the athletes, and I'm an athlete, so I'm going to get trouble with this. But golfing in South Africa, we got amazing sportsmen. And even we got the women world champion with long drive, so it's amazing.
I mean, I spend most of my 18 holes crying behind my caddy. I mean, I just don't have the strength for it. I mean, I'm a bumbling wreck by the time I get through 18.
Yeah, no, the problem I have is my language is not that good. One day I was playing with a group of people and I was swearing, and after a while we asked each other what is our occupation, and the one guy told me I'm a preacher, and I said, oh, sorry about the language, but I get very frustrated, and sometimes the language is not that good, so it's something I must work on.
But that's what makes long drive so amazing. It's you mentioned earlier, impact is what you like. This is short, sharp, sweet impact. You've got 6 balls. If you get the numbers right, you're in for another 6 later on. But it's short, sweet, and sharp. And I think for me, that's amazing. And I can get more people involved and get golf clubs swinging.
Yeah, it's amazing sport. Like I said, I've done it 20 years ago for a while, and then I didn't have time for it because I was busy with other things. And in a certain way, this thing helped me to get over my athletic career, because when you lay down your axe or whatever, there's a void, and this helps to fill that void. But I hope that we can build it out and get youngsters involved and people seeing the benefits of it. I think that story of drive for show and putt for dough is beginning to become nonsense. I think one of these days is going to be a feasible sport, and people are going to get more involved, and it's going to have a bigger drawing, and I think the financial rewards will also be better. I've seen a lot of sports in the past that it takes a little bit of time, 20, 30 years, and it's been going a while. But I think it's at one stage it will not ever be like golf, but you'll get close to it. I think people like Bryson DeChambeau and what they call, he's a very interesting person. I think he's not that consistent as other golfers, but because he can drive the ball long, he's got an aura around him. You understand? People respect him for that, and but like I said, for me, it's exciting sport, and I think it can be visually very satisfying. If I look at the World Championships on TV or whatever, it's nice watching it. I love it. That excitement that goes with it. It's a total different thing, and hitting something, I don't care whatever, over 400 yards. It's amazing. Yeah, it's to move one object, whatever it is, from here to there. It's a skill. It's amazing. And I think I always say when I look at athletics, I'm close to the event. I'm standing next to the circle or next to the track. To experience it that close and feel that force is amazing, and I think you can get this here as well. I can feel it when the guys really gear up and they go for it. There's something special coming out, and I like to feel it. I like to experience it.
Excellent. Chris Humminser, world champion, eh? Hammer thrower.
Commonwealth champion, Commonwealth record holder.
Commonwealth champion. I've just received a text message from my wife. I think she doesn't understand hammer throw. She'd like to know if you can hang some pictures in the wall, please, for us at home.
Yeah, that hammer is a different. I think I'll hit some holes in the wall if I have to do it.
Yeah, I'm not good at patching up work. Chris, thank you so much for your time, and well done today. You hit the ball well.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks to you as well.
Pleasure. Cheers.
Right, Damien, Uncle Steve is just going to join you for a little bit of competition. That's the one, Damien. Great shot. Oops, Uncle Steve, that pensioner punch is now cold, eh? Great shot, Damien, down the left-hand side. Trying to come back in. All depends on the bounce right now. And the flag is up. Great shot, Damien. Very nice hitting now. Great shot, Uncle Steve. Woo! you go. Nice hitting there, gentlemen. Let's get those distances in.
Right, well, the numbers are being tallied up. Get those distances in, see the new order. I'm joined by the new man of Crank Golf. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Skalk Libber. And,
Right, Damien wins
without
our
even asking one question,
buyback with a 399.3.
it's amazing to be
So
involved.
Damien, you go into
For
sixth
the first
place.
time
I'm just going to fill it
ever.
in here.
I'm a golfer, like most of these guys are.
Damien,
But this is something different.
then Andrew with a
And, it's an opportunity,
353.6. So
good investment
Andrew,
opportunity,
you go
obviously.
in to
You can foresee
the
that this
seventh
goes
spot. And
further than what it is
Alan,
right now.
you go in to eighth
And I think it's a
position.
great opportunity.
Right, guys, we have got our top 8.
Talking of a great opportunity,
Listen
I'm going to
closely,
send you my
gentlemen.
business
We
card.
have Thorne
Get you to
versus
invest in my
Alan,
business.
De La Rey versus Niku, Marco
How
versus
great is it, Scott,
Damien,
to see these
Andrew
youngsters out here
versus
today?
Sean.
You know, yeah,
And
times are
that's how it
tough
goes.
at the
Winner
moment
loses
for everybody.
pool, double elimination.
but yet
So let's get it started.
to have something
Thorne
like
and
long drive
Alan,
today, it's a beautiful day
2-minute call.
outside. We're respecting social distancing. We're all
Thorne will
wearing
be on
masks. We're
green, Alan will
sanitizing.
be
We're
on
doing all the right
orange.
things. But how nice is it to see all people come out here, and especially the competitors, to just enjoy some time away from the chaos and mayhem that unfortunately COVID is giving us.
I guess, it's true for, the whole country and the whole world right now. But like you said, you can't find better days than what we have right now. And to have this kind of opportunity for people to come out here, enjoy them, do what they love to do, and compete, because that's what we do. The macho thing in golf brings us here. Plus, obviously, you make friends, you meet new people. It's something totally different, and yes, we are blessed.
Right, gentlemen, it is 6
In
balls.
the time of COVID, there's not
Only
very
for
many
the final,
people.
we have 8 balls.
Businesses don't survive. You can't even go and eat out. So here we are, in the open. Yes, we're following all the rules, but it absolutely is amazing, and I think this can only go better and better and better.
Well, that's exactly it. And Scott, let's just take it back a few notches to Crank as a brand. Why did you feel it was important to sort of invest and get behind a brand like Crank Golf?
Well, how we got involved is through Dion and
Right, gentlemen,
and
the grid
Stephen.
is all yours.
I
6
just happened to
balls,
talk to them,
2.5 minutes. Take
and
it away.
they mentioned it, and I looked at the brand name. Look, the name itself sort of stands out. It's got a nice catch to it, and I didn't actually associate it with golf. funny
Great
enough.
green ball down the
It was
left-hand
only
side, trying to
within the
come
first
back in.
10-15 minutes it got to what it actually is, golf, and long drives and so on, and then I got interested. And I think it's just the brand itself, I think, is already there. Just needs to be expanded or extended, for lack of a better word. But I think it's a great opportunity, and we're going to take
Green
advantage
ball
of
down the
it and
left-hand
see
side,
how we can
orange
actually
ball
improve
going
it
high up into the air.
to go that extra mile and get it to get better.
Well, I know I speak on behalf of everyone here saying this is a fantastic event, and a big thanks to Crank South Africa, to yourself, and obviously to Steve for organising. It's not easy in these COVID times, but it is a wonderful event, and it's a beautiful day out. Final thoughts from you with regards to pushing the events and pushing the how can we say the coverage across the country. I mean, this will be quite cool down in Cape Town. Pretty awesome in Bloemfontein. Get some nice carry there. A bit of roll.
Great green ball down the left-hand side.
The
Touch and
very
go
first
with
thing
the
I said,
left edge
Ian,
of the
after
grid.
we sat here this morning talking to you, I think we have
That's
to
the
capitalize
one
on
to
what the
the
media
right,
can give
little
us and
bit
what
high up in
your
the air.
obviously that's your thing that you can bring to the party, and we absolutely going to make use of that. And yes, I can see this. You'll be Cape Town now, Durban tomorrow, and all over the whole of South Africa, and get this to grow, because it is an amazing opportunity, not just for an investor or for owners,
Orange
but
ball
for
going
people that
OB
want to
left.
take part. It's something different. And I heard one of your people that you interviewed said, if he gets frustrated, he takes his long driver and he goes to the course and
Great
hits a
green
couple
ball
of balls.
straight down the middle.
And I think it's an out. It's an opportunity for us to relax and compete. And I think it's great.
Gentlemen, great hitting, great hitting.
No,
Let's get
excellent, and
those
that was of
distances
course
in. Right,
Chris
Delaray
Harmser, who
and
really
Nico.
enjoyed
Delaray on
releasing
orange,
his tensions,
Nico on
the
green.
former hammer thrower.
And stand by Marco and Damien. Marco on
Marco
orange,
and Damien coming
on
up here.
green.
We are going through these players fast and furiously. It's fantastic to see. Skulk, thank you once again. And I'm envisioning a Johannesburg versus Cape Town event, and I think we should have the first one in Cape Town. What do you think?
That's amazing. I mean, I do a lot of business in Cape Town, so absolutely. That's got to be one of the ones that could happen.
Excellent, and apparently I'm doing a lot of business in Cape Town now too. That's my elevator pitch.
There you go. Well, that's fantastic. So we can all team up and go there and make it a brilliant day. Great day.
Excellent. I'll drive, you fly. We'll see you down there.
Good. Crank it up and bring your crank driver.
I like that. Crank it up, and that is what we are doing here. Skull, thank you very much from Crank SA. All right, let's see who's on the box here, and let's see how these boys go.
Right, gentlemen, we are just waiting. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, we're just waiting for the distances. Distances are in.
Okay, Steve, welcome back.
Right. Alan
Oh,
hitting
hang
a
on, let's just take someone down.
328.9 and Thorn hitting a 390.5. Thorn moves through. Alan will fall down to our losers pool. But don't worry, Alan, you have a second chance. Right, gentlemen, 6 balls, 2.5 minutes. Your time starts now.
Second chance, losers pool. Steve, talk us through where we are in the event currently and what is about to happen.
Right, so in the first round of the top 8, which is a double elimination event, so what happens is you get 6 balls, you hit your competitor, 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, and 4 plays 5. Guys go up, the winner moves through, the loser then drops into the losers pool, and then has to fight his way back up to try and get back into the winners pool. That's how it goes.
Pretty straightforward and pretty simple to understand. It's not rocket science, so it's perfect for me to enjoy. That's an absolute cracker. Straight down the middle. Be interesting to know what that number is. It's a real peach. Steve, the wind slightly swirling, but coming a little bit from behind us.
Yeah, and it seems to come from the left back and then hit us at the back. So Obviously, if the balls are flying high and you've got a bit of a tailwind, it helps a bit. Yeah, and a nice hard grid also obviously helps as well.
Yeah, this grid is basically the N1 highway, isn't it?
Flat. It's as flat as the beach, that's it.
Great orange ball, straight down.
I'm going to bite my tongue there because I've got a few sayings I'm not going to use today.
All depends on the bounce.
But Steve, as far as the day has gone, it's been a long day. It's been a good day. I've actually thoroughly enjoyed myself here. Your thoughts? How's it gone so far with the new kids and the youngsters?
Yeah, you know, for a COVID level 4 day and having restrictions and us getting permission to do the event, it's fantastic. Yeah, we've got some of the longest guys here in this country, and we've got some of the longest guys not here today, unfortunately. But what's fantastic is the new talent that we found, and these amateurs that are hitting at 400 meters on their first event is incredible at the moment.
Yeah, I suppose also a big shout out goes to Grasslands Driving Range to be hosting the event here. Always nice to take the 45-minute drive to get here. Not too bad for me, so no excuse for anyone else to come out here and enjoy some sunshine during COVID times. So I've sat here for the last couple of hours and I haven't even thought about COVID. Yes, I've kept my mask on because I'm used to it. And as mentioned earlier, all protocols have been taken care of. And it's just enjoyable to watch these big hitters do what they do best. All right, we've got Thorn and Stephen having a little team talk here behind me. Steve, where's Thorn going to go with this? Is he going to take it further overseas?
Yeah, Thorn's very fortunate to have made some nice contacts overseas, and yeah, been invited to 2 of the World Championships this year. One is the one XLD, which is Ultimate Long Drive, which is going to be in Chicago at Cog Hill with our great friend Jeff Gilder and his team. Yeah, so that must be fun. And then we've got to get a qualifier for the PLD final, which is going to be in Mesquite, Nevada this year with Bobby Peterson and Ryan Riesberg in the team, which is Pro Long Drive. Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be nice for him to go out there, but to take the guys with him, you know, Jean, Jason Vickers, Jason Cook, Wynand Roos, all the big boys, Marco. Yeah, he's got to get to the final and win it and order a merit leader, and yeah, and then they can go out there. It's expensive, but I think it's well worth it, and yeah, the sky's the limit with this, guys.
Well, that's the thing, and it's so important to get those sponsors on board, and you know, through the years of doing this with you, the sponsors have come and gone, but it is, I mean, the guys have tried their best. Times are difficult for all of us at the moment, but at the end of the day, this type of thing can't happen without a sponsor. So it is a big shout out to Crank and all those part of the sponsorship side of this to get it going. And looking forward to this event. It will only get better, won't it? Speaking to Skulk earlier, so I gave a sales pitch, you know. I'm coming down, aren't I? I'm coming to Cape Town. We're going to be hitting into the southeaster down there at Milnerton. But it really is, the sky's the limit here, and it can go anywhere with this. And it'd be great to see the other provinces and golfers from around the country picking up Long Drive.
Oh, look, there's some big guys talking to us at the moment. It's in the pipeline, and hopefully guys like that come on board. And it can only be good for the sport, you know. I think in all our hearts, we gamblers, we all gamble on things. And yeah, look, I always gamble on my son, not because he's only my son, but he's a good long driver. And I'll gamble on Marco, and I'll gamble on Jason Vickers, and I'll gamble on John Nell, and I'll gamble on the amateurs that came today. And that's the kind of thing. But to have fantastic partners like Skulk and his family and all the guys on the board and Crank SA, yeah, that's what makes it. Problem is with the sport, it's expensive, and if you don't have valued partners, yeah, it won't go much further. But we will persevere.
Excellent, and perseverance is key. I remember I persevered with Thorn many years ago, and I won some bucks too. I'm not going to lie, I enjoyed a little bit of a dabble on him. I lost, in fact, my winnings I lost at the casino that night. Oh, Steve's out of here. Technical faults on his side. He'll be back in a sec. But it really has been an amazing day today so far. The sun beating down on us. There we go. Steve testing Alpha.
Right, so we back. Okay, so unfortunately an OB set for Delaray. All 3 of your
But yeah, Steve,
right-hand side rolled out.
It's great. It's a type of sport that does lead to a little bit of a bet here and there, isn't it? You know, golf in itself is inherently a betting game. I mean, everyone says how much you're playing for and why so little. This type of game, well, this event, should I say, this format, because it's basically the sevens of golf, isn't it? It's the T20 of golf, which is nice. But really nice to sort of get a little odds and get a little spread on these players.
Look, Cranky says adopted a new saying. It's the WTF of golf at the moment. So, okay, they need to take a photo. So we have a bit of a thing out there. We've got a ball on the line. Not sure if it's left or right. We're just going to have a photo taken and then sent back to us. And then we can have a look at it. Yeah, but yeah, this is the T20 of golf. And like I said, the F of golf. And yeah, that's the point. We want to get everybody enjoying it. Every age. The 7-year-olds, the 10-year-olds, and the 57-year-olds. And that's the fun about this. Dad used to stand and watch his son hit. And now Dad can be part of it. And that's fantastic.
Unlike a COVID vaccination, you can come down whenever you like and tee it up and give it a hit. Steve, thank you. We'll be in touch shortly.
Right, Delaray, unfortunately your ball was 2 millimeters out, over 400. Sorry about that. Right, gentlemen, we are back to Marco and Damien. You have 6 balls, 2.5 minutes. Make sure it's in the grid, please, gentlemen. Take it away. Great green ball down the middle. Great orange ball down the right-hand side of the grid. Orange ball going OB right. Green ball going OB left. Orange ball going OB right. Right, let's get those distances in.
she made me go crazy, ayy. Feel like I'm Scorsese. I direct her back and back, cause she forever is my baby, ayy. Hotel feeling Swayze, ayy. Hotel pushing daisies when I come home from my lady. Got baby, so I walk in the bitch with a couple loose chains, no press replay, cause you tuck them away. I don't care what they say, I ain't here for the games, when I plug and play, I'm the front to safe. Take my cake for a man's on skateboard, break cause you weigh more, take 4 shots,
Andrew
five shots, 2 flash, be good for the cameras, not for the tax. So baby, stick, I ain't need no gun, but take out a rapper that with your fuck fun. Tell her I don't run, don't leave no club, with man's in the back, don't look face front. Yeah, blue Chanel. Blue Chanel. By myself, what you felt. Blue Chanel. By myself, what you felt. Blue Chanel. By myself, what you felt. Blue Chanel.
Right, unfortunately an OB set for Marco. Damien moving through with 332.3. Right, gentlemen, we're just going to wait for our grid masters to walk back. Right, gentlemen, our grid pros are ready for you. Our grid masters are ready. Take it away. And a great orange ball down the left-hand side of the grid. Green ball going OB right. Great orange ball.
Stay there.
This shit be like Friday nights. This shit made me feel alive. Feel like we in paradise.
Great green ball down the right-hand side of the grid. Great orange ball down the left-hand side of the grid. Wind bringing it back to the middle. Orange ball down the right-hand side of the grid. Green ball going OB left. Great orange ball down the right-hand side of the grid. The wind just pushing it slightly. Right, let's get those distances in. Right, can Alan and Marco please? Right, can we please have Alan and Marco at the tee box? Alan and Marco. Alan on green, Marco on orange. Then to follow De La Rey on orange and Jean on green. So unfortunately, Jean did hit an OB set and Andrew on the previous set hit a 374. Sorry, Jean, unfortunately OB set there. Right, gentlemen, the grid is all yours. Take it away. Great orange ball down the left-hand side of the grid. Great orange ball straight down the middle. Great shot down the middle from orange. Right, let's get those distances in. Right, after this, we will go back to our winners pool. We have Thorn and Niku and Damien and Andrew.
I've been trying to reach for it, but it's too far above me. I ain't never do you wrong, so tell me why you don't trust me. She don't do this often, she said it's only because me. You the one who wanted, therefore you can never judge me. She just
Right, unfortunately an OV set there for Alan, and Marco goes through with a 389.98. Right, gentlemen, the grid is all yours. Take it away. Great orange ball, straight down the middle. Orange ball going OB right, but this orange flag did go up. Green ball going OB left. Orange ball straight down the middle to the right. Green ball going down the right hand side. Great orange ball straight down the middle. Right, let's get those distances in.
That's shocking. We spoke earlier to Jean Nel and we spoke about pressure. And unfortunately, that set of his was all pressure. Not being as well as he thought. Solid competitors, these guys. While we wait for those numbers, let's just have a little look at there you go. For those of you looking at the Crank SA Golf High Core F11 driver tech, get hold of Stephen 074 101 7501 or email info@cranksa.com.
Right, unfortunately an OB set there for Jean. So Jean
Beautiful driver in white.
through with a 386.6. Right, we move back to our winners pool. Marco and Nico. You guys have six ball. Nico and Thorn. My apologies. It's been a lot. A low orange ball to the right hand side of the grid. Thorn hitting a high ball down the left hand side of the grid with the wind bringing it to the right side of the grid. Is it going to be in? And another great green ball down the right hand side of the grid. Another green ball down the left hand side of the grid, trying to come back in. Right, please stand by, Damien and Andrew. Damien and Andrew, please stand by.
Good boy!
Orange ball going OB left. Green ball going low down the left hand side. Last ball, long ball, gentlemen. Orange ball going down the right hand side of the grid, the wind just pushing it. And a great green ball down the left hand side of the grid. Right, let's get those distances in.
Right. While we wait for those distances, here are those details again for Crank SA Golf High Core F11 driver. Beautiful in white. Stunning club. Got to swing it this morning. Very impressive, even with my slow swing speed. Incredible club. Great technology behind it. And remember to get hold of Stephen on 074 101-7501 or email info@cranksa.com if you want more information or where to buy it. And follow on Facebook. All details are there. We'll put this little graphic up again later on. Let's get back to the golf. Still waiting for those numbers from Thorn, but Thorn's last hit there was an absolute beauty, straight down the middle like a frozen snake. And I'm thinking it was quite a long one, but let's wait for the result. Damien Swanepoel on the left-hand side here, doing his glove. Andrew Murray. Damien Swanepoel hit a 418-meter drive earlier this morning. He's an amateur. He has come through to the final stages of the competition. And he is game face. Wouldn't like to play poker against him. He's not giving much away. And a bit of a martial artist. Okay, unlike him, he can touch his toes. Alright. Proper game face, love it. He's in his own bubble. A long drive bubble. Lots of bubbles. COVID bubble, long drive bubble.
Of having Soldier Ball at the Sun City event, and he was just going to bring the octagon mentality out and crush the ball, and then, yeah, that helps. This is a whole different ball game.
I remember that event, Soldier Boy. We had actually quite a nice, another good friend of mine, Mark Williams, the great footballer from Bafana. We got to play with him. He was fantastic. Soldier Boy, obviously a pure class act. He was actually terrible off the grid. Hopefully he's better nowadays.
I haven't seen him since that event at Sun City with Gerard and Quantum Drive, but yeah, it was,
We got our
was something
distance
special,
then.
and
Nico hitting a
I think we all had fun that day.
3.4.
All right, Soldier Boy, if any of your fans out there are listening to this, the challenge is up.
Same as his longest for the day, 418.2. Well done, Thorn. Moving on. Nico falling to the losers pool.
All right, Thorn going through.
Right, gentlemen, the grid is all
Massive
yours.
drive
Take it
there,
away.
418 meters. All right, let's see these young guns go.
Orange ball going OB right. Thanks. Green ball starting on the left-hand side, drifting to the middle. That was a great green ball down the center of the grid. Orange ball down the right-hand side of the grid. Orange ball going OB left. Green ball going high up in the air to the middle of the grid. Right, let's get those distances in. Right, next up, can we have Marco and Della Ray? Marco and Della Ray. Marco is on orange, Della Ray on green. Marco on orange, Della Ray on green. Then please stand by Niku and the loser of this match. Right, Damien winning that one with a 338.7. Unfortunately, Andrew hitting a OB set, so Andrew will drop down to the losers pool. So Andrew and Nico, please stand by for your next sets. Marco and Della Ray, the grid is all yours. 6 balls, 2.5 minutes. Your time starts now. Green ball going OB right, orange ball going OB left. Both balls going OB left, my apologies. Great orange ball straight down the middle to the right side of the grid. Green ball on the left side of the grid.
I found my place on my
Great green ball down the right hand side of the grid. Green flag is up. Come on, Mr. Consistency. Come on, come on. Green ball going OB left. Right, Marco. Last ball, long ball, boy. Right, let's get those distances in. Please stand by Thorn and Damien. Orange, Niku, Nala. Orange, Niku, Andrew Green.
I found my place on my
Right, unfortunately, an OB set there for Marco. We did go look all around for those balls on the right, and Delaray moving through with a 411.2. Great hitting, Delaray. Right, they have found an orange ball. My apologies, they have found an orange ball.
She's blood, flesh and bone. No touch or silicone. She's touch, smell, sight, taste, and sound. Somehow I can't believe that anything should happen. I know where I belong, and nothing's gonna happen. Yeah.
Right, gentlemen, we are ready to go. Take it away.
Yeah, boy!
Great orange ball straight down the middle.
She's got the best of everything.
Oh! Go, boy!
Stand by, Thorn and Damien. Thorn on green, Damien on orange.
Oh, yes! Woo! Yeah, man!
She comes to speak to me. I freeze immediately. 'Cause what she says sounds so unreal. 'Cause somehow I can't believe that anything should happen. I know where I belong, and nothing's gonna happen.
Oh, yes! Oliver's long! Go, boy!
No need for commentary here. You boys are give it to us all.
Eerste keer dat ek kon sê ek het balle
Who knows why? These feelings feel so strong, and you're not my possession, but I want you for myself. I thought this was obsession, but it's clearly something else. Tell me you feel like dinner. I'm calling 'cause it's more than chemical. I'm turning up, doing things I've never on the edge of us. Say the word and I'm sure.
Right, gentlemen, we have two distances. We have a 375.2 and then we have a 395.6. And moving on is Andrew. Congratulations, Andrew. Right, gentlemen, the grid is all yours. Take it away. Right, please stand by, Andrew and Delaray. Please stand by, Andrew and Delaray.
You got a hold on me, you take control of me, just don't let go of me. I don't wanna lose you. You got my head spinning, quit all the bad thinking, want you to last with me. I don't wanna lose you. Hold on me, take control of me, don't let go of me. Oh, never let me down, 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 never let me down. Give me higher ground, baby, lift me higher now, now, turn me right around, never let me down. Give me higher ground, baby, lift me higher now, now, turn me right around, never let me down. Don't have to say nothing, you got my mind running, feel like I'm free falling, I don't wanna lose you. You got my head spinning, quit all the bad thinking, want you to last with me, I don't wanna lose you. Hold on me, take control of me, don't let go of me. Never let me down, 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 never let me down. Give me higher ground, baby, lift me higher now, now, turn me right around, never let me
Right, Andrew on orange, Delaray on green. A little bit of a rematch from our amateur final.
Give me higher ground, baby, lift me higher now, now, turn me right around, never let me down. Give me higher ground, baby, lift me higher now, now, turn me right around, never let me down.
Take a look at Crank SA Golf Facebook page as well. If you want to hit balls as big as these boys are hitting them, certainly going to look at the High Core F11 driver. An incredible piece of technology. Got me over 200 with great ease. Give Stephen a phone call on 074-101-7501 or contact him info@cranksa.com, and you can be taking your drive to the next level. Crank it up.
Right, Damien hit a 319.8 and Thorn taking that one with a 390.7. Right, gentlemen, the grid is all yours. Take it away. Great green ball straight down the left-hand side of the grid. Here we go. And a low orange ball down to the right side. Green ball going OB left. And a great orange ball straight down the left-hand side of the grid. Great matchup, a little bit of a rematch of our amateur final. Deep press, gentlemen, and hit bombs. Green ball going OB left. And a great green ball straight down the middle. Got some hang time there. Great orange ball straight down the middle. Andrew going halfway to his ball. Andrew, are you going to go measure your own ball there? Right, we are starting our semi-finals for our next one is the semi-finals. Damien, make your way to the orange box. Right. Andrew hitting a 361.1 and Delaray taking that one with the longest ball of the day, 418.9. Great hitting there. Right, Damien and Delaray, please make your way. Delaray, you are on green, Damien on orange. This is our semi-finals. The winner of this will face Thorn in the finals.
Back it up, I don't know what's up. Acting like you with us. Back it up, back it up. You can say that you're with us. And it's not you, the witness. Reflections all of the mirrors. All it is stupid face, but still unable to get us. Bitch told me that she a fan. Blew her mind away with shit she just don't understand. Count up times for hoes I sang. Can I walk around with good intentions in my head? Yeah. I don't trust that you would get it. When it's been so that I wake enough to forget it. And it's a whole lot, and you never get it. Then we finish you hoes and we just let you live away. Back it up, I don't know what's up. Acting like you with us. Back it up.
Right, gentlemen, 6 balls, 2.5 minutes. The grid is all yours. Take it away.
Reflections all of the mirrors. All it is stupid face, but still unable to get us. Back it up, I don't know what's up. Acting like you with us. Back it up, back it up. You can say that you're with us. And let's not you the witness. Reflections all of the mirrors. All it is stupid face, but still unable to get us. Bitch told me that she a fan. Blew her mind away with shit she just don't understand. Count on time for hoes I sang. Can I walk around with good intentions in my head?
Delray, at least we know you're human now.
When it's been so that I wake enough to forget it. Then it got on rock game, you never get it. Then we finish you hold and we just let you live a win. It's like I don't know what's up. I can
And a high green ball down the middle of the grid. And a high orange ball.
I don't know what's up. Acting like you with us. Back it up, back it up. You can say that you're with us, but let's not you the witness.
Green ball going OB right. Green ball going OB right, orange ball going OB left. Green ball going OB left. Right, let's get those distances in. Right, great semi-final there.
Does your heart say you want me? Hope you die, come and hug me. When I'm close to you, I don't feel any pain.
Right, we have a distance of 3 to 6.3. Damien moves on to the final. Unfortunately, an OB set for Delaray. But please, can we give Delaray a huge round of applause? He hits over 400 multiple times today, and it is his first time here. Congratulations, Delaray. Hopefully, we see you soon in our next event. Great hitting there. Stay for your prize. Our final, Thorn Van Sale versus Damien. Damien, you have to beat Thorn twice to win because Thorn is currently unbeatable and it is a double elimination. Right, gentlemen, we have 8 balls, 3 minutes. Those of you standing around, please make sure your masks are on. We are in the middle of a pandemic, so 8 balls, 3 minutes. Your time starts now. Green ball going OB left. Orange ball going down the right-hand side of the grid. Wind just pushing it a bit too much there. Green ball going OB left. Great green ball down the left-hand side. Just touch and go with that left edge. Orange ball down the right-hand side of the grid. That's definitely going to be in, depending on the bounce. We can only wait and see. Flag is up. Orange, green ball going over right. Green ball, orange ball down the left-hand side. Great orange ball down the middle. Green ball going down the right-hand side of the grid, the wind just pushing it. Orange ball straight down the middle. Both balls going OB, one left and one right. Right, let's get those distances in.
Right, now the finalists swap grids to hit their final 8 of the day.
Right, unfortunately, Thorn hitting an OB set and Damien hitting a 383 on that set. Very nice. So now they have swapped tee boxes. And this is the final, gentlemen. It's now or never. So give it your all. You got 8 balls in your own time, gentlemen. So let's wait for Thorn.
Yeah, unlucky Thorn not posting a number. Damien on the board with a number, so the pressure squarely on Thorn. As I talk, it goes quiet. Dead quiet. You hear a pin,
Right,
you hear a pin
gentlemen.
drop
This is
or a
it.
puppy bark.
Damien has beat Thorn once. Whoever wins this set wins our Grid Pro number 7. So, gentlemen, 8 balls, 3 minutes. Take it away. Let me hear some noise from the crowd, guys. Back your boys, back your boys. Come on. Yes, that's it.
Thorn with an absolute
Orange ball
bomb
down the middle.
Down the middle. So he will certainly post a number now.
There we go, that orange
Oh.
flag is up.
Damien pressured now to get one down the middle. This is bloody exciting.
And another one
Oh.
on the same line.
Thorn finding his groove now.
And a green ball down the middle to the right. Great final.
God, it's exciting.
Orange flag up.
Oh, it's an absolute rocket. Oh, Damien forcing it now, pushing it hard, pressure mounting. Thorn calm, relaxed training experience here. Oh, bangs one.
Green ball going high up in the air. Orange ball down the left-hand side, trying to come back, push and win, push and win. Green ball going high up in the air on the left-hand side. There we go, it's in. And another green, orange ball straight down the middle. Come on, Damien. Come on, Damien.
Thorn far happier striking off the right-hand grid.
My spectator says orange flag up. Orange ball just drifting off to the right. Don't hit my car, please don't hit my car. And a great green ball down the right-hand side, just drifting slightly. Last ball, long ball, boys. And a great orange ball down the right-hand side of the grid. And a great green ball down the right-hand side.
Ooh.
Awesome final, gentlemen. Let's get the distances in.
What a fantastic final, Damien and Thorn. Thorn, first set, not posting a result. Damien leading the pack off the first. But as a good friend of mine, Chris, always says, cream rises to the top. And Thorn really showing what he's made of. But let's wait for those numbers to come in, and let's see who walks away with bragging rights. Well, I call that a very successful day of long drive. Some absolute bombs out there. Great to see the final between the young gun Damien and the old hand Thorn. The big question now is, who has got the biggest number? We wait with anticipation. But the results coming in for now. There's the little puppy.
Right, gentlemen, we have two distances. We have a 328.5 and we have a 406.5. And congratulations to Thorn Van Sale for winning Grid Pro number 7. Thorny, you legend. 2 in a row, 406.5 for Thorn. 2 in a row. Right, shall we do prize giving?
I only miss you when it rains. When I listen to the radio, go past your station on the train, and then I'll think of you. I can't help but think of you. Seasons change and I remember how you loved me like September. Time goes by and I pretend that I don't think of you. I only miss you when I open my eyes and
Here we are after a successful day at Grasslands Driving Range. Second place, Damien. First set, you set a number, put the pressure on Thorn. Second set, not so great. What happened?
Thorn's just a monster when it comes down to it. At the end of the day, I try to leave everything that I had. It's my first event, so I'll take it. You know, hit everything quite solidly, but obviously not solid enough.
Well, that's the thing. At the end of the day, pressure really does come from all angles, doesn't it? And you thought you were in the lead there on the first set, were posting a number. Thorn didn't post a number, so you were squarely in the right position, but then just couldn't follow through on the second set.
Look, at the end of the day, it's about capitalizing in the sport. You have to have one solid one on the grid. Thorn did it. I mean, he hits it a country mile. So, yeah, I was a little bit. I thought on the first set, okay, great, I'm hitting the grid. That's what you try to fill up the grid as much as you can. And then the second set, you know, it just takes one, and that's what he does. So it's the reason why he is where he is, ranked number one. But I mean, it was great competing against him. He's a great competitor. So I look forward to hopefully a few more.
Excellent. And you actually came through the amateur ranks today. So to win the amateurs and to come this way, all the way to the final, pretty fantastic.
Yeah, look, first event again, so I'll take it. I really, I thought I'd do a little bit. I didn't give myself enough of a chance when I originally came in here, and then I just thought, you might as well just go for it. So I'll definitely take it, and I'm very chuffed with the position that I ended in today.
Excellent. Well, Damien, well done. Superb effort. Very exciting to watch you go to the death there with Thorn, but unlucky. Till next time.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's great to be in by Stephen. Thank you.
Excellent. Yeah, let's reiterate that. Stephen, well done. Great event. Crank SA coming to the party. Superb all round, Steve. Well done.
Yeah, I'm pleased. I think it was a great day, great results. Not only just the pros, but you know, to have amateurs come on their first event and do something like this, it's incredible. It just shows you there's a future for the sport, and having this kind of talent as amateurs, you can imagine what we're going to build as pros one day.
No, it's excellent, and really Damien taking Thorn down to the wire there, but Thorn showing his experience and rising.
Yeah, you know, it's not easy because I think even the top pros are under pressure. They can either be set in the funnel and you're out. You know, it's just that's the name of the game, and that's why I've grown to love it, and I think everybody that was here today. Yeah, so it comes down to experience, and there is a bit of it there, I can tell you now. But to have a youngster like that, I'm very proud of them today. They did fantastically well.
Yeah, he was fantastic. But talking of extra fantastic, Steve, well done for you. Fantastic making this event possible, and obviously Crank SA and Grasslands Driving Range. But let's get the man of the moment up here and let's have a word with Thorn.
Thank you.
Thorn, congratulations. Crank it on your buff. You certainly did. Second set, you came through and cranked it.
Yeah, no, today's eating was pretty impressive for me. Consistently over 400, which really made me happy, especially over a long time of not hitting. 3 weeks off not hitting and no practicing, training at all is pretty difficult. But yeah, it's the second time losing my longest drive to another amateur. Last time I think he hit it 441 to my 439, but it's good to see that because I remember when I was there, so it's good to see. But yeah, it was a long day, but I enjoyed it.
Damien talking to me earlier about getting a little bit tired towards the end there, but yet you kind of found it a little deep inside yourself there to go a little harder on the second set after not posting a number on the first, but you came through.
Yeah, you know, it's difficult to win every set, especially if you hit against a lot of good hitters. And for me, I just feel like the more I hit, the better I feel, the faster I would get. So obviously not posting a number on my first set, which I wanted to from a consistency during the day, I just teed up and hit it, and that's when I just let everything out. So yeah.
Excellent. Well, Thorn, well done. A superb day. Enjoy your winnings. Don't spend it all at once. Invest. And all the best, and good luck for the next event, which will be posted up on social media. And a big shout out to everyone who made this day possible, and also to those who want to get involved. It's quite a simple process to come down here, sign up, and be part of the action and part of the fun. And let's see where you can go with the long drive.
Yeah, no, cool. Thanks, and I'll see you next one.
Absolutely. Well done to everyone involved.
Right, guys, let's do our official prize giving, starting with the amateur longest drive, and that is Della Ray. Della Ray, well done, hitting a 418.9. Congratulations.
No, I need 2 shots for that.
Right, and second place for amateurs is Andrew Marie. Congratulations, Andrew. Win yourself a plaque and some money. And then a huge round of applause for our new amateur and winning amateur grid pro number 7, Della Ray. Congratulations. Winning our grid pro number 7, Della Ray. Congratulations to your first event. Hopefully we can see you more often around here. Give our old boys something to chase. Moving on to the pros division, starting off with our longest drive, we have Thorn from Sale with a 418.2. Congratulations, Thorn. And a huge round of applause to Damien, coming second today, taking Thorn in the first set, unfortunately unable to take it in the second set. Well done, Damien.
Very well done. So I think muscle work. So your dad will be so proud of you. Thank you, for it, please.
Right, guys, just a quick stat I just want to say. Thorn has not lost a single match in 2 events. He has not lost a match. He is currently unbeaten in 2 events for Grid Pro number 6 and Grid Pro number 7, and I think that's a great accomplishment. Thorn, well done on winning today.
Can I have a photo of Team Crank, please? Come.
Right, can we have all the Team Crank to take a photo, please? The official Team Crank.
My front Crank. We'll announce him when we put the names on, don't worry. Oh, she's got a wide angle. Okay, somebody.
Say cheese! Or shall I say crank?
Yeah, crank it. Thank you. Well done, Brad. And I can tell you now, thanks to Mandy today for doing fantastic photos. I'm going to get a job tonight to go through all that. And let's give Mr. Jan Brugger from ITW live streaming. Welcome back, Jan. Wonderful to have you back, and I will show them what live streaming means in this world. Can I have a photo with you, please, Jan? Of course. Can we get you a crank cap in the bucket? No, wait. Special promotion here. You can take action.
Steve, what stomach? What stomach?
This is good. Well done, guys. Everybody, travel safe. Next event on the 17th. It will be better and bigger. Well done, boys.